getting shorter, lack of energy I'll conquer. In my soul, this is real. These nights are getting shorter. In my soul, this is real.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Hyden. We're going to get started, and I actually have a video capture device set up. But the sad part is I'm sick. There it is. It's me. So I'm wearing these because you can see my my eyes actually look kind of normal. They're just baggy right now. So like, I'm just going to wear these shades. Oh, I can't even see through my eye right now. I don't need the shades. I'll survive. Maybe I'll put them on later. What I did notice though is if I'm talking normally, just this is how I talk normally, my mouth doesn't really move much. You can't really see me even moving. It's kind of just like I'm here. So I need to be really expressive when I talk, which is kind of a struggle and a half. Oh my god. I'm so... This is a bad idea to stream. This is a very bad idea. I'm waiting for Unity to open on this monitor. I think it died on me. I should keep the shades on. Word out, there it is. Jesus Christ, taking forever. Okay. So yesterday, okay, let me rewind. A few days ago, I decided I should come up with a whole tutorial series on how to make a 3D platformer, and also at the same time do a Blender series for beginner to pro, and in that series you end up making the 3D platformer stuff, right? So yesterday I coded a whole bunch of stuff for a 3D platformer. Got my fancy controller. That was really hard to hold. I probably just get on this, eh? Anyways, you're a little cube right now. You can move around. Camera movements work. If you jump, you can double jump. If you jump onto an object... Oh shit, I think I broke it. Well, what a great start. What happened here? Console. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. Let's just check real quick what it's missing. Toggle hang. So can't find player input. Game manager. Why can't you find this? This is a thing. Player input. What did I break? Okay, alright. I'm just gonna open up the build file then, because the build file worked. I didn't change anything since I built it, but you know, it's okay, Unity. You can change shit on me. I don't give a shit, you know. I can deal. Fuck Unity. Here we go. Platform build 02. Put it on the left monitor. Okay. Same exact build file, and this should still be able to hang, I think. Alright, so you jump, yeah. So you can hang and you can go left or right on it. You can jump up again, right? You can climb your way up, like so. See how there's a gap? That's just because where the hang point is, it's slightly out of the... I don't know which way my hand needs to go to mimic the screen here. Let's actually check. Is this flipped camera? If I... Wait, I need my... Okay, so I did this hand gesture, and the screen is this... Yeah, that works. Look at that. Okay. Anyways, so that works. You can also jump into water. Whoop. Then if you press X bunch times, you'll swim down. You come up naturally. Now you can't see that there's any water because I haven't added like a filter to the camera, but you can tell you're kind of in water, right? You bobble around. You can jump out. Then there's also a jump wall where you slowly slide down slowly, right? So you can, like so. And also the moving platforms. Let's get over here. Just jump on this bad boy. Cool. It's also fun because this kind of works like an elevator, which I kind of enjoy. Let's go to the chat real quick so I can see what people are saying here. Oh god, Silver One. Oh god. Ever since he restarted streaming, I've been here off and on, but not before that. Oh. Oh, I see what's happening. So I didn't realize how many people said things. Right on. Okay. I guess I can lean back too, eh? Just like, right on. Relax. Now, I don't know why this error is happening. If we looked at our code, it just says that my toggle hang for my player input hasn't been set. But you can see player input is set to my globals player input. But this could be on awake instead of start. Let's just change that to start. That could just be causing me some grief. Nope. What the hell? So this is my game manager that handles my global variables, and it just on awake get component player input. Do I have two things tagged as player? I do. No, I don't. What? Let's take this off for... Did I bend that? Oh, I bent it. Ah, fuck it. Oh, I'm dying. I'm gonna sit up more. I just want to fix this error before I like start modeling things for it, like coins and stuff. But that doesn't make any sense because this is so clearly find game object with tag player. If I went here, is it the colon player? No, how do you search things? Star player? Fuck, just type player. No, that's not actually giving me the tag. It must be like tag player. I have no idea. Why would you break? So on hang trigger, what the f... I would need to figure this one error out, and then I can get to modeling things, guys. I swear. Bear with me. I don't understand why this would be an error. You know what I could do? I don't really want to do this on trigger stay thing. Does it affect me on... Wait. If it's climbable. Does it affect me on the wall? If I go to this wall, does it work? Am I just jumping to a wall too soon? Let's go over here. Yeah, it doesn't work here either. Okay. This is a rigid body. This has the sphere collider. Miley, that's great. Once I gotta mute my mic, I'm gonna cough. Well, now you can see. God damn, I didn't mute the mic. Okay. Whew. I've been having a lot of weird issues with triggers and stuff like that lately. And yeah, I muted the mic the wrong way. It's really funny. Okay. Why is this not working? Ping. Whoops. P input. This should just say, like, hey, we got something. Null. Okay. You're null. So how about this? If P input is equal to null, then we're just going to say P input equals the P input global. Sound good? Oops, not this one, this one. Let me try the 2017 1 beta. I have not. Okay, so that worked. It was just setting it before globals was setting it. I think that was the issue. I don't really like that being here though, but I guess that's safe because that way it's always going to make sure that we do have player input. I might even put that same thing down on the exit. Okay. So the next thing I want to do, it's actually, before I model, it's going to be kind of cool. Not this, get out of here. Where's my scene view? Okay, so we need to make collectibles. If we look at this beautiful list that I've created for everything I'm going to need for the tutorial series. Just load it up. There we go. I think I broke it. There we go. You'll see there's a lot of things I have to code, a lot of things I have to record, edit, upload, also videos, learn Blender. I didn't even finish the list because it's a long list. But collectibles and power-ups are things we're going to want in our game, and I'm actually animate them in Unity. So I can do that with just a spare object right now. So if I created an empty, let's call it, I just spelled collectible. I always spell it wrong. I think it's a TI, right? Nope. Collectables. I don't know why that'd be like that. I don't pronounce it like that, but anyways, let us now we're going to create another empty inside this, and we're going to call this the animation, or just animated. Why not? And then in that, we're going to create a 3D object, which will be a cube. I didn't realize this was all down here, but okay. Is my water on an angle? I think it is. Oh my god, I'm dying. I shouldn't have streamed today, guys. Let's just make it very narrow. So we're going to imagine that this is a coin. Okay, right now it's just a cube, but we're going to imagine that it's a coin. What we can do is give this an animator. Boom. Then we can go over to our project, controllers, we're going to create a new one. Where is it? There's animated controller. Okay. Call this collectible. Drag it into collectibles. Alright, now we got it here. Now what we're going to do is actually open up our animation boom panel. If you don't have an animation panel, you can just find it over here. One sec, I got a cough again. Oh yeah, yeah. You know, it would be easier if I just turned off the camera when I have to cough, like so. Yes. Oh well. Okay. So what we can do in the animation here, if we actually go in our scene view, is we're going to create a new one. Press create. I'm going to put this also in my controllers thing. Could probably be an animations folder, whatever. We're going to call this collectible spin. Art of Chickens, thank you. I like the new logo too, I'm very happy with it. And all this is going to do is take this animated object, we're going to add a property of it, animated, Transform, rotation. Okay, now that we have all these starts, this is going to be over 1 second. That's what Unity's default thing is. I gotta remember, be expressive. Express yourself. What we're going to do here is just rotate this. If I put 360, will it know 360? Yes. Now will it unrotate? Because I don't want it to do that. I want it to keep rotating. Oh, I rotated the cube on accident. Whoops. Okay, go here. Rotate this one on 360. Yeah, I don't want it to wiggle woggle like this, so instead what I'm going to do is delete this and just put this at the 1 point. That should automatically just rotate 360 and keep going. Right? Rohan saying any tips getting started with low poly blender art. Yeah, do the sword video that I created. It's actually really handy. Now you notice that this animation, it's kind of slowing down and speeding up. If we go to our curves, you'll see, wow, that's a big curve. This whole thing. Is there an easy way to remove this toggle, or do I just have to pull it down like so? That's not what I wanted. And like so. That should make it more of a linear spin. There we go. Because it's a straight line, right? You look like that guy from Slow Mo Guys. I don't know who that is. Let's look him up. It wouldn't actually be that laggy. I just wasn't unclicked on Unity. Slow Mo Guys. Whoop. Him?
Hi, I'm Gavin. I'm Dan. I'm with the Slow Mo Guys. Hello.
Oh yeah, kind of look like this guy. Eh?
I had access to this amazing slow motion camera when I worked on movies, so
I think it's because I'm Slavic and he's probably Slavic. Who knows? Pressing F will frame the curve. Oh, I don't know what that just did. I don't like that I pressed F. What did that do? Oh, it really zoomed me in, eh? Oh, because I was only clicked on that. If I was clicking the whole curve, probably. Nope, I have no idea. Hello, Gustin. How you doing today? Okay, let's just zoom this back out. This is impossible to see. That's better. I don't mind that. Okay. Cool. So this now has a rotation, but that's not all we want. Let's go back to our dope sheet here. We're going to want it to bobble up and down, giving it a nice hover effect, right? Typically, I would actually separate this out as a separate animation, so I could reuse that for something else, and I might just do that. So let's rename this anim spin. Let's go to here, call this anim spin. I'm actually going to put this on here then. Ooh, I didn't think this through. Okay, let's take this off for a second. Let's remove this. Remove component. Go here, add component. Not this. Animator. We're going to give it the collectible. Oh, we don't want it to be collectible then either. If we want to break these down. I don't want to break these down. I want it all self-contained. The two options that I could have done was for each separate part of the animation, I could have made them all separate animations. That way, if I just wanted to reuse the hover on something else, I could. But I decided to go with route number 2, which is basically I'm going to keep all that animation for a certain thing self-contained within itself. So it's really easy if I did have other prefabs. I can just load up that one simple prefab, change the image, good to go. So, animator. Why did I get network identity and stuff like that? That was weird. What did I give it that would cause me to do that? Oh, a network animator. What the hell is that? That's cool. Never even saw that before. Alright. We're going to choose collectible. Good. Now if we go to our animator section, you'll notice it automatically added that by default, which is nice. Do I want to actually call it spin if it's also hovering? Yeah, why not? Okay. So back in our animation, it's now called anim spin, but it's also going to be spin and hover, so whatever. This is still working fine. Let's at 30 say, no, you know what? At 15, we're going to move it up a bit. Maybe at 45, move it down a bit. No. I don't like that at all. Let's just do one upward motion at 30. Oh, it's not resetting. That's why it looks so funky. I just want just the position here. No, that's not at all what I wanted. Paste. There we go. Drag it over. Okay. There we go. Nice, simple spinning. Shambach is asking if you can do that with a script, and you can. I just prefer to do it with the animation because it's easy. You get curves. It's infinitely easier, in my opinion. Now, because I put the animations on this object and not the cube or the collectibles, I can move this around freely, and it will still animate perfectly. Or maybe it won't. Oh, okay, I still had this on. I broke it. Let's just delete everything on this top piece. Oh, just the top piece. Shit. Derp. There we go. Okay, turn off this first. Then I can move it around. It won't break. So I can put you right here. And if I press play, it should animate where it is. Right? It even has a collider on it. Lol. I don't really like the up and down motion. I'm going to do what I was doing before. Have this at 15. And then, you know what, let's do 20 and 40, even it out. Let's just lower the spin down like here. Why is that moving so weirdly? Am I just going insane? Like, this is... Okay, goes up. Goes really low. Goes to here. Why is this not working nicely? Maybe because I'm making it drop off really low and not going up as high. Oh, controls it. How did you even get on an angle like that? Where does that angle happen? What the f... What? Game. I somehow just broke my rotation by doing Control Z. I think if I actually add one real quick, it will fix itself out. Maybe not. Yeah, so there. No, I knew to go back to 0 and back to 0. I don't know why Unity does that. There's like this undo glitch that it has. It's really frustrating. Oh, man. No, I know. I can go to the curves. I'm just confused why this wasn't smooth. I can't even... What? Oh, well. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. Derp. What we need to do is actually have this... No, this should be... Let's just lower this one really low. That's probably better. I could deal with that. Cool. Alright, now let's make it a coin. So let's go into Blender, model a coin. Is there any reason to do this as an animation versus a script? Basically, the reason why I prefer to do it as an animation is then you can easily switch it up here and you can visually change it, right? You can see your changes perfectly. If you do it as a script, you're kind of just guessing and like hoping what you typed will give you that result, and you can constantly go back and forth, and I find it very tedious. So animations are really nice, and you can also just, you know, speed them up. The actual animation itself, over here, you can tell two different animations. If I wanted this to be 2, it's going to be not twice as fast. What the hell? Is that speeding up? It doesn't look like it is. Oh, because I'm not on this one. Derp. Where I am... Is it going to be going like 100 times its speed? There it is, yeah. Let me in. That's great. Excuse me. 1 sec, I got a cough, like, bad, again. But yeah, also when you work with animations, you then have the curve sheet, plus the dope sheet, so it's just a lot more, I would just say, not intuitive, but useful. I like how this like hits us while it's trying to push us up. Oh, do I still have that jump issue if I were zoomed in? I do. Oh well. There's one thing I want to test before I model said object. If I were on here, okay, then in scene view, pause. If I were to rotate the moving platform, that's not good. It's constantly moving me off in a certain direction because of that. I don't know why. I think it's gravity is trying to take the wheel right now on an angle. It is. My gravity has changed to the way that I'm facing. But I didn't level out when I hit the ground. That's interesting. Okay, let me try that again. So if I jumped on this moving platform while it was on an angle, my character should refocus to also be on said angle. Nope. He didn't land on it, I guess. No, he doesn't go on the angle. That's cool though. Okay, good to know. Alright, so let's go to Blender here. I do have a fresh install of the newest version of Blender. I haven't set up my lighting or anything. I tried making a tutorial for people to do that again. For some reason the lighting just wasn't working the same. So I'm going to have to actually like figure out why my scenes weren't working. Also, really frustrating, middle mouse wheel on my mouse is fucked. Sorry for swearing, but it's like sometimes it goes, sometimes it doesn't. That's how I broke my last mouse. Okay, anyways. So in Blender, if you're new to Blender, never used it, I'm going to pretend like everybody here has never used it. And what we're going to do is create a simple circle with a letter in it. You can be your own letter, you can make it yourself, it doesn't matter. Let me cough again and then we'll get started. I'm actually going to quickly run and grab some water, so I'll be back in like 30 seconds and then we'll get started with this basic Blender coin. Okay, I'm back. Hello, the Nuke Bros. So basically, for those of you who are joining a little bit late, what I'm doing right now is making a 3D platformer for a tutorial series. You guys can watch it firsthand. Eventually, I'm going to go back and redo everything I've done, and basically just, you know, do it as a tutorial. So we've gotten quite a bit of it, like we're quite a bit of ways in. If you see here, we've done the basic movement: camera, double jump, jump, wall, hanging, swimming, moving platforms. Now I'm doing collectibles. So, if you're new to Blender, adding an object is pretty simple. You just do Shift A. You can tell how many times I pressed A because it's the only button on my keyboard that doesn't have a letter. I wonder if that'll show up. Can you see letters on here? And the A key. Hello Venka, how you doing today? Hyden, look at what I just made. It says Art of Chickens. What did you just make? Is it in Discord? Is that what I'm looking at? Discord? Nope. I don't know where I need to look. Okay, so if you're new to Blender, Shift A is how you add an object. Then you just go here. What we're going to want is a circle because we're making one. Now you'll notice over here, you can actually choose how many vertices the circle is. Basically means the detail or how smooth it's going to be all the way around. Oh, it's in the it's in the drive. Oh, all right. I'll check that real quick. Is it in 3D models? And I don't see anything. Wait, let's go to your drive that you just sent me. Wait, why was that not found? What was the difference between this drive and this drive? I can't click your link, it doesn't work. But yeah, let's get back on this real quick. If you don't have this on the side, all you gotta do is press T to open it up. Now, if you were to move this at all, you'll notice this disappears, because now that's basically set in stone, and now it's just saying the last action that you did. Right? You can also change, right, how you moved it and whatnot, but let's delete this. So Shift S to move our cursor back to the center of the screen. Oh, you know what I can turn on? Display. Aha. He put it in the Discord. Alright, I'll check Discord. Let's go. Where is this? Kaboom. Huh? Yeah, right on. I actually really like the logo that I've made. But that is very nice too. Michael to Speed. We have a Discord. Hopefully somebody, maybe Mr. K, shares it with you. We'll see. But yeah, let's get back to this coin. It's taking a little bit too long. So Shift S cursor to center. Shift A, we're going to add a circle. Boom. And I'm going to set this down to maybe 12. How does that look for a coin? I think that's decent. Alright. Now if you go to the side view and you press tab, you're now in edit mode. You can see how you can click on the actual vertices by right clicking. Alright. 3 to go to side view again. Now I'm going to press R to rotate and then 90. Since we're in side view, it knew to rotate along the axis that you're seeing. So we can go front view and we got a coin. Okay, next thing I'm going to want to do is, I could fill it. Now I'm going to extrude and just size it down by about 0.8. Okay. And then we're going to fill this. So if I now take these two faces, so what I did here was Alt and Shift plus right click at the same time, grab this whole loop, grabs this whole loop, switch to face select, hold Shift, right click this one, we just get these two loops, right? We can then extrude this out, like so. And you see we're starting to get the shape of a coin. I think I actually want to make it less detailed than this, or more detailed. It could be perfectly circular. I got a new haircut. Actually, I need a new haircut. It's really long now. Do I want it to be perfectly circular, perfectly smooth? If I were to shade this smooth, let me just see something real quick. Yeah, you know what? Let's make this a really detailed circle. I'll go back to the 32 that it was at. Tab in, fill. Actually, let's not fill it. That undoes everything, even like the selection you did. Cool. Extrude, size it out. Fill. We're actually going to extrude and pull this back for now. Alright, side view, rotate 90, negative. So now we're this way. I'm going to add a mirror modifier. I'm going to change its axis to be on the Y. So we're flipping it the proper way. Like so. Goddamn, Mr. K, goddamn. Now I can only select the front vertices, so to change that, you just toggle this, and then you can now do this, and it'll automatically select any back faces as well, or back verts. Pull this out. Let's actually put clipping on, pull it in. Cool. Okay, now I do want these two faces again, not this one, and I want to extrude it outwards ever so slightly. You can see we're starting to get the shape of a coin. Let's go look at some examples of coins. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so what I'm going to want to do here now is to make this a little bit more unrealistic and really emphasize this bevel. I don't remember how to do it on two faces at once though, clearly. Let's try this. Size it like so. No? That's going on one face. It looks like it should be two faces, but it's not. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna size this whole thing down so it's about to here. So 0.8. That might be too big. Size this down to 0.8. They should then match. Let's not talk about that NSFW chat. I kind of want to get rid of it. I don't know why I agreed to let you guys make one. Alright, size this up a little bit. Should be about here. So 1.15. Did that size it up on the right axis? No. No, it didn't. Huh. This is interesting. I like I'm spending so much time on a coin. That's great. But right about there. What is that? 1.07. Make sure this is still lined up. Yeah, it seems to like... I think it's lined up. I'm just imagining that it's not. I don't know. S Shift Y. Oh, I was doing Shift Z and Shift X, so it was working, but I was doing the wrong axis. Derp. Okay, the next thing I'm going to actually do is add some text. I'm going to just choose a letter. Now, since my name is Hyden, we're going to go with an H, maybe an HY. High coins, maybe a Y coin. No, I'll put an H. Okay, so text is kind of cool because you can quickly, you know, modify the font just by choosing one here. So where am I going to want to get a font from? My downloaded fonts. What font? I gotta open up Illustrator real quick. That's right, I gotta be more expressive when I talk. Why am I struggling so hard with that? It's called Deftone. Deft 1? Deftone. One of the two. It's either Deft 1 or Deftone. Couldn't really tell you. I think it's in junk fonts. Yeah, there we go. CD. Boom. What a great font. What's it look like? A capital H? Nah, we'll do lowercase for this. Okay. So now we can convert to... Haha, look at that. It's Alt-C if you were wondering. I always forget, but there it is. Curve. Mesh from curve. There we go. And then we're going to do it again. Convert to... Was it curve to mesh? And I don't know. If I tab in now, that's all I needed. I don't know, I got confused. Alright. Let's rotate this 90 negative. Thanks, Mr. K. Look at you go. It's very helpful. I'm going to just grab this roughly to center. Actually, I could have just centered it before I converted it, now that I think about it. And that way we won't have to worry. Let's actually add some text. H, choose the same font. Now we're going to go over here. Where is the Center, center. That's center, center, really? No, it's not. Okay, it's whatever, we'll do that then. Whatever. Oh, now we can remember it was what? There we go, Alt-C. Mesh to curve. Extrude. Excuse me. I like you can post links now in YouTube. This was my first attempt at a point. Yeah, I do like that, right? Where it's very low poly. I might switch mine to be more low poly, but I'm imagining I'm going to shade this flat. I mean smooth. And it's going to look more like this with a color, which is hard to see without the color, but we'll add it. Once we get the color added, that might look better. If not, I'll quickly switch it down to an 8-sided coin. Okay, let's actually pull this out even more. Like so. Put this in, like so. Size it up. So there's our, where'd it go? There's our coin. Boom. Right? Now what we're going to want to do is actually make it all one mesh. So let's just Control J. No meshed out of joint. What? There we go. Haha. And we can make these the same size just so they're flush with each other. Size on the Y. Okay, now let's open up our UV panel over here. And it's hard to smile too. How do streamers do this? They're smiling, they're talking like, ah, and I'm gonna cough. Add info 72 says add a modifier edge split for true smooth. I'm gonna have to check that out after we color it. I never actually tried that. Let's open up our palette. Open image. Oh, I don't actually have the palette in this, so I'm gonna quickly pop open a Unity too. Let's go to imports. Create a folder for textures. We're gonna want our palette image here. So streamers sell their souls to the devil. Yes. Michael says he thinks it's cooler as an octagon. Yeah, we're going to test both out, right? I think that's the way to go. The octagon definitely, like when I saw yours, I was like, yeah, octagon was a good choice. It just looks reminiscent of an old game. Where is Unity? RPG 3D, assets, imports, textures, palette. Okay, so we can just save this as and put that in that same folder. So Unity, platformer, assets, imports, and we're going to call this coin, not blend. Okay, now if we were to open an image, it should automatically, there we go, boom. Take everything, let's unwrap it, size it down. I guess I get a smart UV unwrap, there's no real difference there. Make it this yellow. Go to material. I already somehow have material. Let's name it PAL. Excuse me. Am I not on? I'm on Cycles Render. This is different. This new version of Blender. I don't like that. Wait, let me add a new one. Is that the same every time? Yeah. No, this has surface weight. This one just wasn't using nodes by default. Okay, delete this. Unable to remove undead mode. Well, screw you. Okay, so it wasn't different. That one was just because I wasn't in Cycles Render before, I guess. I'm not sure. Where did you get the different kinds of text from? So I got my text from Defonts or Font Squirrel. One of the two. I can never remember which one I get the them from, because I get them from both. Now we'll proceed to implementing collectible mechanism. Yeah, that'll be the next part. Fandukaya. It's a hard name to pronounce. Mr. K, you did such a good job. That's really helpful. Alright, image texture, PAL. And then we can change this down here to material, and we see it is a very, very, very vibrant yellow. Probably too vibrant. Let's also not size it up. Whoops. Shade smooth. Shading smooth has actually caused me grief on this front piece, because you can really tell where there's like a straight line. So I'm going to actually take this and shade flat. Okay, now let's grab this back face here. Oh, I actually got it on the first click there. Wow. And we're going to make it darker than the rest. That's too dark. Just so the coin stands out a little bit. Okay, now we're going to add 2 coins, because we are going to test which one we think is better. So let's shift D, pull this over here. Alright. Actually, I can take both. I guess I can't. This is my super quick way of dumbing down the geometry. Probably do it a little bit better route, but... Oops, that one needs to actually... That doesn't need to stay. I've confused myself. This isn't the right spot. That's the right spot. I'll definitely add that modifier that you're mentioning. Test it out. I feel like I'm not adding those in the right spot. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Oh well. It should have been like at the convergence of these 3 points, I think. Well, those are the 2 coins. Next thing we're going to need to do is actually remove doubles now, because we're going to have a bunch of doubles everywhere. And what he's saying is add a modifier, edge split. Whoa, what the fudge? Whoa. That's intense. What does that do? Like, how did that even... That made it look so nice. What if I shaded the whole thing smooth now? Yeah. Well, you still get some funkiness going on right here, because this is very detailed. Alright, let's just save this real quick. Go over into Unity. We have materials, known as material. I didn't rename it. That was really dumb. Let's rename this to PAL. PAL, thank you. Save. Go back here. We can delete material now. It's not needed. Okay, set this up real quick with the right texture. Palette texture, good. I need to make a video explaining how you texture things. I did make one a long time ago. I guess I just make a new one so it's like more recent and easier to find. Let's go to our imports of our coins. Ooh, so shiny. We can leave calculate normals on. I just want to throw these in real quick. Oh, I didn't think that through. The H is going to be backwards on the one side of the coin because it was mirrored. We're going to have to switch that up. So the question now is, which coin is better for the game? We should make it the right size and moving. Then we can, yeah, and the coins are probably a little bit too thick. But for now, let's make 2 separate collectibles. Let's drag this circle into here. Continue. And this circle into here. Delete these 2. Set these to 0, 0, 0. 0. 0, 0, 0. 0. We'll move this one over here. probably size these down also. They're just a little bit too big. Might even still be too big. But let's just see. Which one looks better? I don't know. I'm going to have to go with this smooth coin. I definitely think the smooth coin's a little bit better. We're going to have to fix the back of it and maybe make it a little bit less thick. And smaller, because if our player's only around the size of this cube, might be a little bit odd. Right? Alright, let's fix the coin. Shrink it down. We can delete this one. Never going to use it. We have to apply the mirror modifier then to make this work, but I don't really want to. Think about this thick. Nice. Oh well, let's apply the mirror. Take this object. Shift S, cursor to center, period. No, that's not how I'm going to want to do it. Whatever. Rotate it by 180. Just pull it out. Then we'll just line these up on the... Oh, that's... crap. Undo. Okay. On the Y by 0. There we go. It's slightly bigger now. We can pull this in. Nobody will ever notice. The Nukebra says use the low poly coin as a level of detail so it loads it from far away. I never thought of doing any level of detail stuff. I don't think it'll be a big issue. This... Oh wow, this is 2,000 vertices. Let's lower it down a bit, shall we? Right now we're down to 1,000. Literally, I don't think my eyes can even notice a difference here. Wait till we see a slight difference. So we're down to 700. Oh, there we go. I started to see a difference. So about... Does anybody see a difference between this model and this one? It's slightly bumpier, but literally looks the exact same. One's 2,000 and the other one's 700. Let's just apply this decimate and check it out. What did it do? So basically dumbed down the H by a lot. That makes sense. So that's good. It mostly got rid of all the detail in the H, but the H still looks nice and detailed. And this edge split, this was really nice. I never even thought of adding this. But it's basically, instead of just smoothing around, it knows on sharp edges to that's a flat edge. I figured out what that means. Okay, so we've got ourselves a coin. I'm also going to size it down here too, real quick. 0.6. Save. Go back here. Set this, delete this one. Set this to be 111 now. Beautiful. Okay, so next thing we need to do is give the collectible the ability to be collected. So let's add a collect me script. I don't know if that's a good name. I'm actually add it here first in my script section. Create a C# script, collect me. Okay. I could probably call it collectible, now that I think about it. It would just be the collectible object. Collect table. It's not going to let me drag it on now because it should give me a runtime error. Not a runtime error, it's... How do I describe this? I have to rename this class to match the name of the file, or else it won't work. Okay. So this collectible is going to actually require a component type of sphere collider. What this does is if I were to now add this script, so let's just remove this real quick here. If I were to ever add that script to an object, it's going to automatically give it a sphere collider. Now the sphere collider is too small, which is kind of a shame. So we're going to have to manually make it bigger. That could be the collectible. that's kind of like going to be the interaction zone, I guess you can say. Once you hit that, it's going to move towards you. And by it, I mean this, and then it's going to destroy this. Something like that, I think. Okay, I think it also needs a rigid body to do on-trigger enters, which is really, really bothering me that that's required. So we're going to say it's kinematic and it's not going to use gravity. If I didn't have this, on-trigger enter wouldn't work. Just so dumb. So dumb. Yeah, we didn't show these required ofs. We get the idea behind that. Okay. So let's get a private game object, which will be a reference to our actual coin. So we'll just call this our mesh. It's kind of true. It's funny. And to find that, we're just going to instart, say our mesh equals transform. Is it get child or find child? This is an int index. We actually want to do it by name. It's probably a dumb name that we called it, but no, we don't even need to get the child. We'll just move this coin closer. Yeah, don't even worry about that just yet. I got a cough. Give me a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. I am dying though, that is for sure. I must be. Today's the day. Okay, so Unity has some built-in functions to handle if things run up to you. So we can call on-trigger enter, and then you gotta say collider other. Boom. One sec, one more cough. I'll stop coughing soon, I hope. But okay, I've thought of a few things, which is going to be kind of cool. So, when we enter, if other.compare tag is equal to, player, this is basically just telling us the player is in fact the thing that's entered this tag. We're just going to debug.log, the player has arrived. Okay. So let's just see what happens here. We're going to want to set the sphere collider be a trigger, so that way we know that this is the trigger that we're talking about. We're going to also see null a bunch of times. Or is that just once? Okay, it was just once, that's fine. Alright, so the player has arrived. Did appear. It arrived twice. Every time. Is that because... Let me just check here. This has a sphere collider. That's really interesting how it's saying it's arrived twice, though. How could it possibly arrive twice? Let me just see if it's what I think it is. Player, untagged. I think it's because it's getting this hang trigger and assuming that that's the player. Huh? Nudge forward. Jesus. I passed a little bit. Let's just see. We are not collaborating on anything, actually. I just need to make a tutorial series, and everybody mentioned a 3D platformer, and he was coincidentally working on a 3D platformer also. That's weird how it's firing twice. I don't really like that, but that shouldn't be an issue. So all we're going to then say is... we can create a bool, actually. Or we can say like a start movement. If we looked at our waypoint script, waypoint, right here, we have this whole like do a move, for action journey, update. Oh, I'm dying. We just need to tell it to move. So we're going to say private, we're going to be public for now, we'll switch to private afterwards. Private, whoops. Private bool. If you don't know what a bool is, that's just basically a true or false statement. And we're going to say has target equals false. Once this is true, it's going to do the movement. So if has target, we're going to move. We want to move through update because that continuously fires every frame, as opposed to this just firing once. So we can say has target equals true. Writing if has target is the same thing as writing if has target equals true. Or we could write not has target, which is the same as writing not equals true or equals false. So if has target, we can then start our journey. Unity has some good documentation on this, so let's type in Unity lerp. Alright, so you can see this is what you need to write, and this is going to lerp, so a linear interpretation of going from point A to point B. You can also slurp, which is a spherical, which means it's smooth. So anyways, we're just going to basically copy this. So I'm going to put it over here. Just read it. So we're going to need a speed. We'll make this public also for now. Public float speed. Eventually I'll change it to private. Equals 1.0 f. We're going to want a private float start time. Private float journey length. I'm going to actually call this movement variables. Okay. Take care, fan. I'm actually going to end my stream here, guys, because I'm feeling terrible. But it's good, because then we kept this whole video to just modeling a coin. I guess I can call that modeling a coin. There we go. So I'll call it modeling a coin, that'll end my stream. So, thank you guys for watching. As always, I've been me, you've been you. I will be back tomorrow. To model the main character probably for this game. So, take care everybody.